Saturday, and then on Wednesday we went in to it was our home game, and we beat Catholic Central for the first time in the school's history. And that meant a lot because the team before that we weren't doing really well, but we started to pull together, and both those teams are very good. They're both ranked real high in the top 10. And Orchard Lake, that was their first loss in this brand new rank that they had, and we had to come from behind. And whenever you have to come from behind against a really good team, that really shows what you're made of. And I think that game really exemplifies how we gelled together as a team, and we just did whatever we had to do in order to get the job done. And then CC's the same way. I mean, they've got 5 back-to-back state championships. They're a very good program, and it was the first time that in our school's history we've ever beat them. And I would say that was probably that week was probably the biggest highlight of my career at UD.
I think the thing that stands out the most would have to be the Calumet trip this year. And even though we went 1-1, it was the last trip of the year. I think the trips have been really special for the team. I think it brings the team together, whether it's spending time on the bus, the hotel, or in the locker rooms, it brings the team together. And the atmosphere in the Armory this year was amazing. The crowd was great, even though, they were obviously against us, but it's something that I'll definitely remember for the rest of my life.
There are 4 main goals I remember, 4-game winners actually. First one was against Grosse Pointe North at home last year. At the game-winning goal and 2 assists. That was pretty big. We got a lot of players that used to play for Grosse Pointe. And then the Rice game at home, scored that one on a 3-on-1. Kind of a dirty goal, but it happens. That was a big goal to beat Rice at our place. And then senior night, last year I got the game winner against Harbor's Notre Dame. That's always big. It's always big to win on senior night. It's great to get the game winner also. Then this year against CC, I had a goal and 2 assists, and my goal was the game winner. Actually, probably should have had a couple more goals that game, but I'll tell you what I can get. And that was a big game. First time we ever beat CC. Got to split the game puck with Bay Hash, and that was a big moment for me. I was really proud of that.
The one highlight that stands out the most for me is my first game against Grosse Pointe North junior year. It was right after they had beat us in the playoffs after we were up on them. And we were down like 3-1 in the second period, and I scored with about a second left in the second, and then scored again at the beginning of the third, and we came back to win 5-3. And that was a pretty big win for us considering they had knocked us out of the playoffs the last 2 years, and we started to become pretty big rivals with them.
When I think about my cup hockey career, 2 goals stand out in my mind. The goal against Houghton, when I intercepted a pass and went in and scored. And then the other goal was against Brother Rice, and there's only 20 seconds left, and I had to make a decision, and I just intercepted another pass, and we put it in, and then did one of my other wacky celebrations. So those 2 goals stand out in my mind. And also another highlight would be my senior night, when all the seniors came together and put on a performance, and all the seniors contributed in any kind of way. So those are the highlights that stand out in my mind.
Well, first of all, it was my freshman year when my brother was a senior. It was an honor playing with him. And we were playing a tough Port Huron Notre team that we've never beaten before, and it was the middle of the third period, and we won the draw, and I just went to the net, and the puck found my stick, and I put it in, and it was just such an honor to score the only goal on senior night for my brother, and to send him off, on his way to college on a happy moment. So that was probably one of the biggest ones as a freshman, stepping up and being able to score a game-winning goal on senior night for my brother. The second one came to mind was sophomore year when we played Hancock. It was back and forth, goal their way, goal our way. It was so close, and eventually went into overtime. And I knew how Coach wanted to beat Hancock so bad. And, it was late in the shift, and I wanted to dump it, and I just decided to put it on net. It was going about 6 feet wide, but it hit the goalie's blocker and just popped over and, over his head and went in the net. That was just a great feeling to win that for Coach, because he's from that area, and we've never played or beaten Hancock ever before, so that was our first time doing that. Finally was this year's senior night against Churchill. It was just a big game, big team, ranked second in the state. It was like third period. It was tied 2-2, and coach posed the question in the locker room, who wants to go out and get the game winner? And I said to myself, I want this one bad. It was my senior night. I want to try to help the team win. Went out and kind of just buried one on my back end and started a roll of goals. I think we scored 4 in a row to end up winning 6-2. So that was a good honor to, for me to remember on my senior night too.
Highlights that I've had have been my junior year when we played Brighton in that Cranbrook tournament when we won 3-2, and I think I played a really good game. I had a lot of quality saves, but I think for the team was the Churchill game senior night just a couple weeks ago, and everyone really came together and it was a team effort. I played well, the defense helped me out, and the forwards came and scored some goals, and it was a great team effort, and everyone came ready to play and played as a team, and I was real proud of everybody.
like these you give and give again. It's times like these you learn to love again. It's times like these.
Curse for this town, are all in my mouth. Only I don't know how they got out, dear. Turning me back into the bed I was when we met. I was happier then with no mindset. And if you turn to me like a girl takes to the wind, I'd jump from my trees and die and dance like a king of the ice. So the rest of our lives were dead round. You slang when you notice the stripes, the dirt in your fries. Hope it's right when you die, old and bony. Dawn breaks like a bolt through the hall. Never should have called, but my head's to the wall and I'm lonely. And if you turn to me like a girl takes to the wind, I'd have jumped from my trees and died and danced like the king of the ice. So as the rest of our lives were dead. Godspeed, all the beggars at dawn, they all couldn't have done and bleed into their buns till they melt away. I'm looking in on the good life I might do never to find without a trust, a flaming